Hi, everybody. It's sure good to see you. Hoping you're well. Won't you come drag you up a chair and set a spell with me while I tell you the story of the Cornwall furnace? To begin the story of the Cornwall furnace, we'll have to tell the story of the Noble brothers who created this amazing structure. James Noble Sr. and his 5 sons began operations in the Noble Brothers Foundry in Rome, Georgia in 1855. In 1862, the Confederate States Army commissioned the company to build 2 furnaces in exchange for cannons, caissons, and other products. A caisson is a 2-wheeled artillery cart. Construction of the furnace began involving 1,000 Confederate States Army soldiers and slaves from nearby plantations. The construction began in late 1862 and was completed by 1863. Charcoal was produced on local farms to fire the furnace, and water power from Chattanooga was used to power the blast bellows. The pig iron produced at Cornwall was shipped back to Rome to the Noble Brothers Foundry to be made into war materials. The pyramid-shaped furnace was on a 30 by 30 square base. The furnace tapered to 15 feet at the top, and it was 45 feet tall. It is built on a large hematite block from Dirt Cellar Mountain, only 3 miles away. The blocks were transported by ox and cart. A half-long mile mill race was constructed from the Chattanooga River through a tunnel under a hilltop to power the water wheel that powered the huge bellows for the air blast. A bridge spanned from the hillside to the top of the stack where the ore was loaded into the furnace. The furnace required limestone, iron ore, and charcoal to be fed into it when air forced through the large bellows at the bottom, raising the temperature inside to the desired degree. As iron ore heated, a chemical reaction happened, and liquid iron would emerge into sand molds. By the fall of 1864, after capturing Atlanta, Georgia, General Sherman's army moved west into Alabama in pursuit of Confederate States Army of Tennessee. While locating in nearby town, Sherman ordered his troops to destroy the Cornwall furnace. Only 3 years later, it would be reopened and back to producing iron again. But unfortunately, the fires of Cornwall furnace were permanently put out in 1874 when it was left abandoned for over 100 years. The site was preserved by jungle-like conditions until the Cherokee County Historical Society president Robert Mann sought to have Cornwall furnace preserved and restored. The furnace was placed on the National Reserve of Historic Places in 1972, and in 1975 it was purchased by the county, and the site was cleared and transformed into a park dedicated to all servicemen and women from all wars 1775 to present. Folks, I sure do hope you enjoy this little tale of the history of Cornwall furnace. Sure was interesting, even though I had such a short life. Thank y'all so much for listening. We love yous to pieces, and we'll see you next time.